because I hate the guy or I hate his promotion. By all means, everyone go to his promotion. I don't care.
Right.
About him or his promotion.
Yeah.
Good. I hope he has success.
Just like when we had the issues we had with JCW back in the day. What was the one thing we said? I said, don't stop going because we have a problem. Mm-hmm. That's our own beef. Always support independent wrestling. Yeah. I don't care if it's good, bad, or otherwise.
Absolutely.
All right, because these guys and girls are all trying to get on television and do their thing, and they need the fans to be there. So support independent wrestling as a whole. If you don't enjoy the promotion, there's other promotions out there. Other people come on to show their opinions, not necessarily everybody's opinion. Right. So,
especially in this area, there's so many different independent companies out there that you don't like one particular show, go to a different one.
Yep. And there's that's why I kind of hate when everybody books shows on the same days and you got like 5 promotions running shows on the same day. I'm like, you're all stealing business from each other. That's all you're doing, and it's very stupid. You got four weeks in a month. Sometimes you get 5 Saturdays in a month. You guys can't schedule away from each other. 1 or 2, fine, but I think it was last big event, which was November. We had big event that morning, and then there was like 4 promotions running that night. I think it was PWS, Warriors of Wrestling, ECPW was also running in Staten Island, and Victory Pro.
And the one that I attended with Parsippany.
Yeah, right. So you had 5 shows within 2 hours of each other.
PWS was running?
PWS was running in Brooklyn.
Still.
Yeah.
That's, too much.
I mean, that's nuts. And you're doing nothing but stealing from each other. I mean, you can't go into that saying, we're going to put a show on, we're going to wax this guy. You're not doing that. You're hurting yourself.
There's too much talent in that day to not run.
Each company who does that and thinks that they're going to hurt another company by running the same day is hurting themselves. Yeah. You're not hurting the other company because you're still going to have your loyal fans go to their favorite show.
Of course.
Okay? Like, there was people that showed up at Warriors of Wrestling that I haven't seen in a couple of months. And the reason why is because there was no other show going on last night that they usually go to. Victory Pro was running last night, and there was another show running as well last night, but nothing that conflicted with Warriors of Wrestling. So that group of fans was back at Mikey Mittens. He was back at the Warriors show, and I said, what's up, man? He was like, there's nothing else going on. He was like, so you only wanted to come back to the Warriors show. Next month when they have another show, he might be, at ROH or one of those other shows. I have no idea. So people are loyal to their certain feds, and then you got other people who go whatever's closest, whatever's cheapest, whatever has the best talent, whoever's bringing in who, they want to get an autograph from. So that's why when everybody runs on the same day, I'm just like, it doesn't matter who you keep stacking on that lineup. Nobody's going to drive out of their way to get 2 or 3 autographs, especially when there's conventions 5, 6, 7 times a year now.
Mooch, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Has anything like this ever happened to you before, or have you ever heard of Rob doing anything like this to anybody else?
Me personally, no. I don't really. Like I said, I don't follow this independent stuff with other people owing other people money because I don't really care. I go there, I do my shit, and that's it. Once if somebody owes somebody money that I know, I kind of stay out of it. Right. I don't need more baby high school stuff. On my list. I have enough.
Yeah,
I got enough.
And you got kids at home.
Yeah.
So you got to deal with it.
And my wife too.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Blame it on Nick.
Always.
It's always Nick's fault.
Should I just wear a sign that's on my back that says "Blame it on me"?
Blame it on the beard.
Blame it on the beard.
Hashtag blame the beard. Hashtag sign her up.
Nick, so I hear, is it true that you're really trying to work for MZ Promotions instead? Is it true that you're trying to work for MZ Promotions instead of Damage?
I don't know. I don't know. What am I trying to do?
I don't even think he knows what he's doing.
Or is it RDP that you're working for?
No.
He actually might weigh more than
Richie.
Yeah. I think my left leg weighs more than Richie does.
Oh, well,
So, you want to get back to Mat Triosi?
Yeah, let's get back to,
Yeah.
the little rat hasn't been squashed yet.
Well, his landlord called me,
Mm-hmm.
told me that he was kicking him out
Okay.
because of money that he owed him. So apparently he did get kicked out, him and his trash bag girlfriend, and the one that he was going to marry and after being with for 4 days or something like that.
Hey, man. Love at first.
I know people like that.
Something.
Alright, so
Love at first scare.
they moved back to Matt's mother's house. Neither one of them had jobs, and eventually she left them.
Oh.
So, now she's gone. I just heard this right before I came here, that she's gone, and that would have been a quick annulment, right? Can you get an annulment after like a month?
I think so.
Yeah, well,
It depends on the situation.
I think if you lie and said they didn't have sex after the marriage.
oh, she definitely fucked a lot.
I met with him.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh God.
Well, and yeah, it's been brought to my attention that I would say his silent business partner,
Mm-hmm.
who I actually met up there when I brought Hebner and Neidhart. I actually hung out with him and his girlfriend at the time, at night, at the bar, at the hotel, just because we were hanging out. He had a good time. He was a very nice guy.
Was this the guy that's car got
Yes,
left out in the middle of the road?
He'll tell you the whole story about that, actually, if you want. You can call him, and he'll tell you the story about that. His name is Marshall. And
I think we should.
you want to take a break and then call him, or?
No, we could call him right now.
All right.
I already played all my sponsors. We don't need no breaks.
Let me just text him first and tell him that we're calling him right now.
All right. We don't need no stinking break. We just have to add a call, put Nick on hold, and then bring him back in.
Put me on hold? What the
Apparently, we have Joe Bellini cracking up about our mimicking of Richie.
Good. I mean, it's kind of hard not to. We love you, Richie, but
Yeah, you make too easy.
All right, here's his number.
Yeah, when does he say he's ready to?
Yep.
Oh, he's ready to do it. All right, hold on, Nick.
uh,
Don't say it out loud.
I have that bad habit of doing that. It's really bad. Nick, you there?
yep.
Yeah, right, hold on. What was it? What's his name?
Marshall.
Marshall.
I don't think we've ever done anything like this before.
No, I always
Hello?
screw it up. Marshall!
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? It's Kevin from Diamond 365 Radio. You're on the air.
I'm great, Kevin. How you doing?
I'm awesome. Thank you. You're joined by Nick the Beard and JT, and of course a guy you know from MZ Promotions, Dave Mooch, is with us.
Yeah, Dave's the man, brother.
What's up, Marshall? How you been?
All right.
So, would you like to
So,
lead this brigade?
So I basically, I went on the air a couple weeks ago and gave him the lowdown of this piece of shit, Matt. And I just basically just told him, I touched base, and I said that, you're pretty much, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, like a silent partner in most of his dealings. Is that right, or?
Yeah, kind of by accident, but yeah, the last 2 of the last 3 dealings he had, I helped him bring Tito up to Rochester, and my girlfriend at the time actually bought Earl Hebner's plane ticket home, so that Earl would come when the Anvil came up with him.
No. So Tito Santana, by the way, I got him for Matt as well.
Okay.
So basically everybody that
Shocking.
Matt got was through me.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got him Jinder and
I
Crazy
got
Steve.
Jinder, Crazy Steve, Tito, Earl, Neidhart, not James Storm. I had nothing to do with that.
Thank God.
Oh, Eric Young.
Eric Young, okay.
Yeah, there was a couple. So,
Yeah.
so I know that Marshall, we spoke, and you said you wanted to come out and you wanted to talk about some of his shady dealings. So, I told Kev about the car situation, but I didn't really go into full detail with that. So, maybe you want to start with that and give him a lowdown of what Matt's dealings are.
Right. So Matt, it was the last day of the convention when Anvil and Earl Hebner were up in Batavia, New York. They're packing up their stuff. I happen to have my car at the hotel from the night before, and I had driven my girlfriend's car up that day. And I was just like, "Hey, Matt, do you want to use my car to take some stuff back? Because I think he only had one car and a lot of people with him." He's like, "Yeah, sure." So I thought he was going to his house. At the time, they were going to take Anvil to the airport, and Matt was going to go home. Instead, Matt takes my car towards Rochester and gets a ticket. And then the cop tells him, because basically, I guess Matt doesn't have a license. But I didn't know that because Matt, I know he drove somebody else's car the day before, so I just assumed he had a license, and so he didn't have a license, and they got him for something else. So he leaves the car on the side of the road, and then calls me and says, "Hey, like, I'm on my way to the show in Rochester, the pizza party or whatever. Your car is on the side of the highway." So I'm like, "Oh, super, great." So grab the girlfriend, we go down to get the car. I don't have an extra set of keys. And I get there, and the battery's dead, windows are down, and there's no keys.
Wait.
And I'm like, "Matt, what's going on?" He's like, "I was..."
Marsh, hold on one sec. But did you hear that? Originally, he said he was bringing them to the airport.
Right.
Then his car died, and he was on his way to the pizza place.
Right.
So Marshall, who is supposedly his partner in this, didn't even know that he was fucking Marshall over as well.
Right.
After he fucked me over.
And why wouldn't you just leave the keys in the glove compartment?
Yeah, well. Dad, I'm sorry, buddy.
Right.
Maybe shut the headlights off.
So anyway, it took some time to get the car back. It actually went into impound, and I had to pay to get that out. So yeah.
So what did this wind up costing you between the impound and any other fees that you incurred because of this knucklehead?
Around $2,000.
$2,000.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
that's absurd.
And you had to pay for this up front to get your car back, right?
Right.
Oh my
I mean, I knew he wouldn't have the money, so I was like, I'm not even going to bother trying to get, $700 from him. So
Did you get anything
it
back?
was no. I got an autographed picture of Natalia, worth maybe $25 if the autograph's even real.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Did he sign it himself, or? Yeah, I did see some real winners on his website, his Facebook page about forgery, and there was a whole bunch of fake stuff on there, and other stuff that that other guy gave him. What was that guy?
Mike Farrell or something?
No,
like that?
the kid that sent them all that merchandise.
Oh, Mike Garaz or something.
Yeah.
Orang?
Yeah.
Orang, right?
Yeah, Mike Orang. And yeah, that was.
And
I commented a couple times on that page, and then he yelled at me.
Yeah, nice piece of shit. He blocked me.
He yelled at me. So Nick, you want to ask a question? 'Cause
God, I mean, the story was so ridiculous to begin with. Jonathan asked this to Mooch earlier, but have you heard of him? Did you have any problems or know anybody that had any problems with it before this?
No. He's about 10 years younger than me. We grew up in the same town, went to the same high school. So I just, for a while I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
He's a good guy and he's trying. He's down on his luck. So I helped him, like I said, give him $500 for Tito. And I probably should have saw the writing on the wall when I gave him an extra $200 for Tito to fly him up to Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that one of his buddies went to Jersey, pick up Tito, and brought him back.
so
I'm like, he didn't tell me that was happening. So
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The 6-hour drive.
How do you expect to get a talent from New Jersey to Rochester, and for you to drive from Rochester to Jersey to pick him up, bring him up to the promotion, after the promotion, drive him back? 12 hours in one day. Is it worth any amount of money to do that?
If I was Tito Santana, I would have got out of the car and took a cab to the nearest